Hi, in this video we'll try to understand how the source maps are uploaded to Honeybadger. In the most simplest format, it is simply making an API request. So this is the API endpoint to which the request is being made. The API key should be the same API key to which the errors are being reported. I'll explain revision towards the end. The minified URL can either be a URL to the CDN to which the assets are being hosted. So if it is hosted in a CDN, then it should be a link to the CDN. The source map is the source map that is associated with the minified file, and the minified file itself, which is the associated with this particular source map. So now coming to the revision. So the revision is the most important, one of the most important ones. So for every build, we will be making changes to the code base. So for every build, there will be the source map as well as a minified file has changed. So the revision is a unique value which will be used to identify each source map and minified file of that particular build. So if I publish a new build, it should have a new revision so that when errors are reported, it can check to which revision these errors are being reported. So the revision should be a unique value. So in the Neeto ecosystem, we'll be using the commit hash. It can be any other value as long as it is unique. So now coming to the implementation in the Neeto ecosystem. So we'll be using a assets publish source map rake task in order to upload the source map. So this is added to the release task of the proc file so that this will run on every build. So now coming to the task itself, so we can see that it is only run in the production and staging environments. And in both these environments, it is executing the source map publish service. So here, within the source map public service, you can see that it is uploading all the JS source map. What it does is it opens the manifest.js file within the public folder, public slash packs folder. So if I check the public packs folder, we can find the manifest.js file. It contains a lot of JS files and the corresponding map files. So we'll read it again. So here it is taking all the JS files which are contained in the manifest.json file, looping through all of them, and then for each of them we are uploading the source map. So here this is a network request which was present as a curl command in the documentation. So within the network request, we are passing the API key. The revision is, if it is hosted in Heroku, the revision will be taken from this particular environment variable. So in the Heroku environment, if we execute the command that is present in the instructions, the Heroku slug commit will contain the latest commit hash that is present. So in the Neeto deploy environment, we don't have access to this particular environment variable. So that is why we need to get the latest commit hash using this command. So in the Heroku environment, we don't have access to Git. So we need to separate out these two into two different cases. So now coming to the rest of the files, we can see that then we have the minified URL, and the source map is the file, the relative path to the file, and we'll add dot map towards the end, and this is the minified file is the file itself. So once whenever we run the assets publish source map rake task in the right environment, it will immediately upload the source map so that further reported errors can be properly associated, and the errors is much more readable. So we'll see this in action in the next video.